The driver of the U.S. and as far as that goes, the world's economy since the 20s has been oil. It all happened shortly after Henry Ford rolled the first Model T off the assembly line, and he needed some gas. So he went to Standard Oil, which was owned by the Rockefellers. And that oil is what has driven the economy from that point on. Now, Standard Oil's not around anymore. They were forced to break up by the government, and they broke up into Exxon and Mobil, and then Exxon and Mobil merged at a later time. But look at a chart of Exxon Mobil, and you tell me if this company has come to an end. I hear a lot of people tell me that Amazon and Google and Microsoft and NVIDIA have come to an end. But what I'm here to propose to you today is we have a new oil, a replacement for oil that's going to drive our economy. And I've been sick the last week, so I spent some time this past weekend watching the Masters, and I saw an advertiser that I had not seen for a long, long time. IBM, a company that has just kind of diminished below the surface, and you don't often see them. And they are creating a campaign of let's create together. And in essence, what they're saying to you is through the hybrid cloud, IBM can help you move into your garage and create whatever you want to create. Because data and the management of that data is changing our world. I want to share with you my visions on this and the companies I think you need to be involved in as this world moves from oil to data.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
You and I had been working on our computers for about 16 years, updating our hard drive and cleaning our hard drive and buying more storage and managing it ourselves when Amazon created something that said they could help us with that by putting our information into the cloud. And the cloud was Amazon Web Services. What they were doing in reality was gathering our data. That same maneuver was used by Google and Apple and Facebook as a means of creating another cloud. That cloud, again, is where all this data has been stored over the last 40 years. Now, they're coming up with what you'll hear if you watch the IBM commercials, the hybrid cloud. And what the hybrid cloud is they've recognized that they can be all benefit if they gather their data together or make it accessible by a semiconductor so that whatever my question or my inquiry is, it has access to all these silos of data that they can give me a quick and efficient answer to whatever my question is. Okay? If that makes sense. Now, what IBM is doing is they are recognizing that data is going to drive the world from this point on because it's going to open up the world's knowledge to you and I at an instant. Because of the hybrid cloud, because of the very fast semiconductors, that any question will be answered. Now we've recognized that the answers that we've been getting from Google and Bing are basically single answers. What we don't have is the ability to interact with that computer. That's changing. That's what ChatGPT and OpenAI and Google's Bard is all about. And what IBM is saying, crawling out of it, the hole it's been in for the last 20 years, is saying, we are the car company that can help you use the oil to make your life better. Okay? IBM is basically saying, we've recognized the potential of data. we can, and we don't have your mind that has a new idea of how to use this data. So we want to become your partner and help you build this data. Now, you would say, oh, well, they're going to deal with big corporations. Yes, they are. And and as you'll watch their commercials, you'll realize that they already are. So why are they doing these commercials and directing them to me while I'm watching the Masters tournament? Because they know this is going to go beyond just corporations. The big money is when you get the small guy working in his garage who comes up with a totally unique idea and you've got your finger on it, okay? So IBM has recognized this. I'm just saying to you, it's time you recognize it as well. I've given you 10 companies that I believe are going to be the Exxon Mobils, the Standard Oils of the past century. These are the people who we will, 100 years from now, no, it won't even take that long. 10 years from now, you will say, oh my God, they have changed the world and brought this computer to be an interactive part of my life. You will spend more time talking to the avatars on your computer than anywhere else. Think of this. I was thinking the other day, I'm involved in, I own Netlist. Netlist is a company that is suing Google for patent infringement. If I was that attorney for Netlist, I would be on ChatGPT and I would be asking the questions that the smartest lawyers in the world would be countering my defense, and I would be learning it and learning it and learning it. If I were a doctor and I had a diagnosis that I had to do, I would be on ChatGPT. And what is coming in the future through the hybrid cloud, asking questions. What is the result of this and this in the past? This will become a part of our society that will diminish our dependence on individuals' knowledge and escalate our dependence on community knowledge, worldwide knowledge. This will become something that people will strive to get their knowledge placed on this hybrid cloud so that the world can become a better place. I just can't. I know there is a lot of grief right now about the banking situation and about the interest rates and inflation, but that is a temporary storm that we will get through. You must look forward and look to these 10 companies as the place for you to put your money, sit back and relax, and let the storm go on. And they may come down in price. So with that in mind, I would say maybe dollar cost average into them. But please do not miss this opportunity to make yourself a multimillionaire. This is Standard Oil coming to you and saying, hey, Henry Ford just rolled the first Model T, and that's going to turn into an auto industry, which is going to turn into a trucking industry, which is going to turn into a shipping industry, which is going to turn into airplanes, which is going to change our food industry and our ability to deliver goods, and it's going to change every aspect of our lives, and it's all going to be fed by oil, because every one of those you make one vehicle and you sell it and you make a profit, but you got to put gas in it every friggin' week for the rest of its life. And that's what data it is. It is the oil of today. I quite often mention that the only thing I'm really good at is connecting the dots. I connected a dot from yesterday when I saw the IBM commercial. That's what I hope to do for you. That's what my career is all about for as long as it lasts. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.